Good evening, good evening. How you guys doing this evening? Juby the Tubi, Straight Talk Family above everything. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are staying safe. Let's get right to it, guys. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of rumors. You guys saw the title is Jalen Brunson MECCA bound. Do the Knicks still have a chance? And sorry about that, guys. Do the Knicks still have a chance? Let's take a look. Let me show you guys real quick. Knicks stealing Jalen Brunson from Luka Doncic Mavs. A shock, says insider. Um, I don't know, guys. Like I said, this is something that's been going on. There's a little article here that talks about it. That Mark Cuban will not let him go under no circumstances, even though Knicks want him. They're hot and heavy over for him. If you guys want to check out that article, it's from SI.com, NBA Knicks, and the title states Knicks stealing Jalen Brunson from Luka Doncic Mavs. So I'll be back in 2 minutes with Zenray from Zenray Sports TV, and I'll bring you guys a couple of more rumors that I've been hearing, and also the draft results coming at you. Salute to you guys, Dick Nation. Hope you guys are doing good. Like I said, guys, in the little intro, Knicks are still hot and heavy over Luka Doncic. Is that still a possibility? A lot of articles out there. I'm going to discuss that with Zenray Sports TV, of course. But before I do that, I just wanted to bring you guys a couple of Twitter things that I saw today. The Knicks interested in Malcolm Brogdon. Then I got another tweet today that states that Malcolm Brogdon has been injury prone, and although that there were signs that the Knicks were interested, they're probably going to stay away from him due to the fact that he's only played about 54 games in the last 2 seasons. And then we have another great article where Mo Bamba on his IG telling Donovan Mitchell to come to New York. A lot of stuff, guys. As you guys know, the NBA draft lottery was just held. The Knicks ended up staying pat at 11. A lot of people were disappointed. But let's get Zenray in here, get his thoughts. We don't want to hold up anything. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm Juby the Tubi, Straight Talk Family, above everything. Is Jalen Brunson New York bound? Let's hear from Zenray.
Big guy at 6'6" and about 200 pounds. He's just an athletic shooting guard. And Johnny Davis, who has a lot of heart and can drive the team to victory. He is a perfect example of what John Starks was to the Knicks back many years ago when he led the Knicks and this Patrick Ewing and team to the promised land. So you need a player, a guy who can come off the bench maybe and score like a John Starks. Welcome, Juby the Tubi family above everything. I appreciate you being on. Say hello to everybody on your station at Family Above Everything. This is New York Straight Sports Talk. Set it away, Juby.
Thank you for having us. I appreciate it. Salute to you guys out at Zenray Sports TV. Zenray, like I told my viewers, and I'll let your viewers know as well, Is Jalen Brunson still New York Brown? An article from SASNY that you can see if you want to see it for yourself there. I'll have the link in my description later on in the comments. Basically states that the Knicks are still hot and heavy over him. They would have to go all in. However, Mark Cuban is going to do everything in his power to keep Jalen Brunson with the Dallas Mavericks this offseason.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors and speculation. I've been hearing Brogdon as well from Indiana. See, a lot of these things that's causing a lot of conflict, and I don't mean to cut you off, Juby, is that, see, Leon Rose wants to build for the future, and we have to keep in mind that Leon Rose has a roadmap of what he wants to do for the team. Then you have, Tom Thibodeau, who wants to win now. So, when you hear players like, Brogdon, these older players are 30 years old who has a lot of money on their contract still left. These are kind of Thibodeau's core. He wants a veteran running this team, like a la Rose on the bench and things of that nature. And I think that could be Thibodeau's demise. You keep Julius in here, and you bring more veterans in, and you don't develop this young team, and they faltered the way they did last year. I can see Tibbs being replaced and looking for another coach if we don't pick somebody in our staff to take over. But Thibodeau's in a fine line this year. He has to come together with Leon Rose and let Leon Rose continue building with the youth and build through the draft. Obviously, if you can move up in the draft by trading your 11 and Julius Randle, and there's a lot of suitors out there that's be available for that. Portland already said that they're looking for other players to build around Lillard. They're not looking to pick at the spot they're in now. So I look for a deal could happen with Portland. Also Indiana, Sacktown, and Detroit. Listen, Detroit, you have to make a deal with them, especially if Mitchell Robinson is going to be deciding to leave the team. Because if you lose Mitchell Robinson, somebody's head needs to be like axed, not in a violent way, but somebody has to pay the price for losing your own homegrown player that you drafted in the second round and lose him for nothing. I think heads are going to roll, and so I'll be somebody in management. So I have a feeling Leon Rose, he's a chess type of player. He's not a checkers type of player. He doesn't even play Chinese checkers. It's a little more complex. He plays chess and he plans for the future. And I think Mitchell Robinson, if he decides to test the market, I can see the Knicks trading him for the sign and trade. And getting back to Brogdon and getting back to Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, we might have a still shot with him. There's whispers in his camp that he may look at the New York Knicks, but that's a lot of rumors per se. I don't have no inside source. This is something we're reading through speculation through Twitter and through other platforms. But Juby, I can see something happening big between now and the NBA draft or an NBA draft night coming up on the 23rd of June.
Absolutely. Listen, they've been talking about Jalen Brunson since the playoffs started. Even before the playoffs started, they were hot and heavy for him. Do I think it can become a reality? Money talks. We know the saying. It all depends on how Brunson sees his future playing in Dallas and how far they go, and what's his chemistry with Luka Doncic moving forward. But we mentioned in our last show, Zenray, that the rumors are going to start being picked up. As far as the Indiana, I have an article here that says the New York Knicks are interested in Malcolm Brogdon. That got shot down about 2 hours ago. The Knicks are not going to be interested in him. Sources say that he only played 54 games in 3 seasons, and they're not going to be pursuing him anymore. But I'm just going to share a funny one with you guys real quick. And I know we talked about, I'm not going to get into this with you guys, but I did tell you that the rumors are going to start. And I want you guys to take a look at this Zenray, and I know you guys can't see it on your channel, but on Twitter it says Mo Bamba telling Donovan Mitchell to come to the Knicks on his Instagram live. Right. And I have that pulled right here, and you see Donovan Mitchell just laughing. So look out. There's going to be a lot of rumors, but enough about the rumors, Zenray. I know, we came on here hoping that we were going to be moved up in the draft, but we all knew that we were going to stand pat at 11. Who do you think is our 2 good prospects that you can see that can make an immediate impact right now?
I love the kid, Benedict Mathurin, man. This kid is something special. I also like Johnny Davis from Wisconsin. Jalen Duran is an option. He's a center in Memphis.
I like Durant.
He's an option as well if for some reason you lose Mitchell Robinson. I like him as well. I think the Knicks have some ammunition now that you have some players that you can trade here. I mean, obviously, I would say right now, looking at Knick management, you would say that looking at the players on your roster, Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier,
Alex Burke,
uh, Alex Burks, Julius Randle.
Nerlens
There'll,
Noel.
there'll be some suitors for Julius Randle, Alec Burks. Kemba Walker will be a throw-in in some kind of deal, and then obviously they'll be interested in an Evan Fournier deal. If Leon Rose can create something where we can trade some of those assets, move up in the draft, maybe to a 4, 5, 6, and we move to a 4, you can bring up you can get the kid Ivy, man. And he can
Oh,
be
what about this point guard that I've been hearing from overseas? I forget his name off the tip of my tongue right now. Good prospect. I'm hearing not Jokic. Jokic, unfortunately, I don't know if you heard about it, Zenray, but I'm gonna let you guys know. I've been told from articles that I saw and from people as well that I talked to that he's gonna be staying in Europe for another year. He's not. He's not coming.
It's a financial thing. Something had to do with some money. $1 million had been the Knicks had to buy into the European league he's playing with and the Spanish league, and it's a lot of financial situations there that I'm not fully aware in terms of money, why they couldn't get that resolved. But he's a future stash. I can see him in the future trade in the future if Deuce McBride develops, and we have a lot of assets, and I think the Knicks right now have to find ways to move in the draft or try to use those assets to get a player here that's going to make a difference, a point guard, something to that nature. But I love our point guard situation now. If we can get quickly and have him start some time there to start his position, you're going to see McBride in the summer league. We're going to see what he's made of. We like the fact that Obi is going to be starting. I look for Randall to be moved.
We
Because
hope.
if Randall is not moved, it's going to cause a lot of chaos with the Knicks and the management and Tom Thibodeau's. His job will be in jeopardy. His job will be in jeopardy, and I can see him being fired in the middle of the year if things do not go right. The Knicks staff, I think, and management, there were like 2 people, and I think included the owner that wanted him out, and there was somebody else as well. He's on, I wouldn't say thin ice, but he is skating on thin ice almost. He's getting there. So I see Thibodeau, if Randall stays, it's going to cause more issues because he doesn't have him. He doesn't have him accountable for anything, and that causes friction, and it shows the young players this is not a person that you need to lead the young group that we have. So I see the Knicks making some kind of moves with Portland, Indiana, Sacktown, and Detroit to move up in the draft. And I see Mitchell Robinson, if he can't come to terms with a contract with him, I could see him going to Detroit and going to another team. But the players I like, I just mentioned, Benedict Mathurin and Johnny Davis and Jalen Durant are my top 3 that I love in this pick for number 11. What do you think, Juby?
Definitely. This guy from Duke. What's his name? Donovan is his name. Oh my God, not that. Oh my God, I can't think of his name right now, man. The big man from Duke, the big forward. I forget his name. I can't think of his name right now, man. I'm sorry, guys. I was researching him the last 2 days, and I just lost the tip of my tongue. But I don't know if we're gonna stay at 11. I don't know if we're gonna try to package a deal to move up, like you said. You said that Portland wants to package that deal, so I don't know if they want to. Maybe that's gonna be a stipulation of moving up in the draft. We would have to give up our 11th pick with Julius Randle to get that to obtain that 6th pick. So a lot of things can happen. I don't think the team is gonna stand pat. I think we're gonna see a lot of new faces.
You're talking about Paolo Banchero. You're not going to get him because he's now he's the top 4 pick. There's no way you're going to reach up to him.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes 1 or 2. Yeah.
And I think Chet Holmgren. I think Chet Holmgren to go in 1. I think Pablo and Jalen Smith will finally those be the next 2 coming up. But Jalen Pablo Banchero, I think he'll go number 2. I think he's the pick there for any team. I think he can go to any of the top 3 teams. But I think the other power forward you're talking about in Duke, I think he's more of a 2nd round pick. You're talking about Joey Baker. He's
Yes,
another power forward.
I like him.
Yeah, I mean, he's good as a backup, but I don't see him nowhere in the top at all. So if we're looking at the Knicks creating a trade, I think it's for anywhere from the 4 and 6 spot. Uh, I love Jaden Ivey um, from Purdue. He's the kind of star player that you need. I love myself some Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis, he can shoot, come off the bench. Like I mentioned, he reminds me a lot of John Starks. Very, very good player. Hey Don, welcome to the show. I
Hey
appreciate you
Don,
being here.
I like the shooting guard too from Kentucky. What's his name? Shaden Sharp.
Yeah, Shaden
He,
Sharp is a player
I
that
don't think he's gonna be I don't think he's gonna be
I
there.
think I think he's gonna be gone, but I think with Shaden Sharp, to a lot of organization, he's unproven because you really haven't seen him play. For high school, you don't see him play. He actually didn't play any games in Duke, so I was surprised he even came out. I think he was gonna. I thought if he stayed in Kentucky for another year and show what he was made of and the talent that people say he has, I think he would have been a top one, top two pick next year in the draft.
Yeah,
He
he's
decided
coming
to
out
come
too early.
out. He's the unknown, and he still can be picked anywhere from the 6th and 7th range.
Yeah.
I could see Portland picking him up.
And
But he's
the
he's an
other guy
18 year
I
old.
was talking about real quick, not to cut you before I forget his name, is Mark Williams. That's the center from Duke. That's who I was talking about. He's not a power forward. He's listed at 7 foot tall. They're saying that he has a big upside to his game, that he can do what Mitchell Robinson does and a lot better, not just catch alley oops. If you guys want to take a look at him, they have him projected right now in the mock draft going at 13th. But that's just me. You know, this is just my opinion. Watching some highlights from him, and you following Duke. I just can't believe I couldn't remember his name. And I had him as a power forward when he's actually a center. But I think that can be, if we don't get any big man, I think that can be another pick that we can pick up, another big man if we lose Mitchell Robinson along to play with Jericho Sims.
Yeah, he had a tremendous combine, man. His measurements are off the charts. This Mark Williams, and he's a big rise in NBA draft. I wouldn't be surprised if he moves up in the draft. But
Yeah.
if I had my choice between Mark Williams and Jalen Durant, oh my God, that's a tough choice, man. That's if you lose Mitchell Robinson. Wow. Chat, let me know. Give me your opinion. Who would be a
Definitely,
man?
definitely.
I would lean with Memphis' center Jalen Durant. I think he has more upside. He's younger. Mark Williams, you know what you're gonna get with him. Man, his measurements are off the hook. This kid, Williams, averaged 11.2 points per game, 7.4 rebounds per game. His shooting was impressive. 70.5 from the field. So he was always around the rim, this guy. Like a Mitchell Robinson type. He was 7'2" with
Hmm.
242 pounds in his frame, man. And he stands 9'9", man. That's crazy. That wingspan is crazy if this is correct what I'm reading here. That's crazy wingspan. Very
He's
impressive. And his rim protection is off the hook. So if Mitchell Robinson is not picked up, I mean, Williams or Jalen Durant would be an option. But if you can pick and make up a trade where you can pick something up, well, say you make a trade with Portland and trade maybe Randall, another player, and get the the 4 pick, and just give up next year's 2023 pick and still keep the 11 pick, then you will pick up a center at that number 11 and pick up a Jalen Ivey or a player up on that stature that could be available for the Knicks because the Knicks can use more talent. The only division, like I mentioned, you see. Yeah, Don says he has to do some research on these kids.
definitely
For
let us know,
sure,
Don.
any prospect will do develop the complete defender. Yeah, he's right. Like if you look at Johnny Davis, the point guard, great defender. If you look at Jalen Durant, if you look at the player you just mentioned, Mark Williams, this is that they play great defense and they're great rim protectors. Johnny Davis is a bulldog shooting guard. If you need points, like an instant microwave person coming off the bench, Johnny Davis is the player you want to pick. I mean, he's instant offense. That's if you can't move up. I mean, I know the San Antonio Spurs are interested in him. They just
Yeah.
worked them out. The Knicks worked them out. The Knicks also worked out Benedict Mathurin. And I don't know if they worked out one of the centers, either Mark Williams or Jalen Duran. I think Jalen Duran.
Durant, and they're also going to be working out Dyson Daniels, the shooting guard, is going to be coming next week. So that's another big rumor that he's up. His stock is rising in the draft. So
Yeah. So look, it's a lot of things going on, but my main subject today, before we head off, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to stay too long. We did 46 minutes last week. It's not too cool. We apologize for that. So our main thing, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle. If you had a choice, chat people out there, who would you want to run the team? That's an easy answer for me and most Nick Nation. We will not the youth and Barrett. We call him the King of New York. We used to call Julius Randle the man who stirs the drinks. He's not stirring the drinks very well. So that's my pick who should be running New York. I hope that the Knicks trade, and I have a feeling they will trade Julius Randle. And I know that Obi Toppin will be in that starting rotation. The question is, where is Julius Randle going? Who the Knicks picking in return? If we move up in the draft, or would you trade him for a point guard? There's a lot of options going on here. Or do you visit that
Russell
Jalen
West.
Brunson deal that
Okay,
could be available? I'm hearing whispers that it's opening up a little bit more conversation wise. I think Worldwide West is involved in this thing here, and I think the Knicks may have a shot for Brunson. So let me know. Do we go for Brunson? Do we stay with Quickly? Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say one more time that I'm so grateful for the outpour of love and people watching my videos and subscribing and just view my videos. I'll be doing some videos on Benedict Mathurin and Jalen Duran, and I might even do a little Mark Williams as well. Juby, I don't know what else you want to mention and say.
We just want to thank all the Nick fans out there who come on your show and who've been commenting, who've been taking the time to actually watch us. Like you said, our 1 year anniversary is coming up, so this is still learning progress, and we'll continue to get better, guys. So we appreciate all of yous. Exciting times. The NBA draft is coming soon. Look out for all the rumors, and of course, I and Zenray from Zenray Sports TV will definitely bring all the news that we hear first to you guys.
So Don mentioned that he likes RJ as the man to lead the team. I agree with you, Don.
Absolutely.
I'm skeptical of the potential, but there's no denying the intangibles he brings to the team. That's very, very well said by Don. Listen,
Well said.
Don is one of the first who I came in contact on the comment section on my page and watching one of my videos. Very intelligent guy when it comes to thinking what, our opinion in terms of how to build a Knick team. And I think he's right in terms of building with the youth and running the team with Quickly. Very intelligent guy, Don. Don, I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone else who's been involved, been commenting and watching my videos. It's great to know that their Knick Nation is here to stay, stronger than ever. I'll be doing more videos about these college prospects that the Knicks will be visiting with. I think the next one I'll be doing is Benedict Mathurin. Oh, what a talent. Johnny Davis, I just finished doing. I'll be doing a little Jalen Durant. I'll do a Mark Williams and another couple of players in the next couple of weeks. Don, once again, I want to thank you for coming up on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, never give up, knowing that the best is yet to come, as long as you have love, peace, and gratitude. Once again, I thank everybody. You guys have been wonderful. Zen Ray out. Thank you, Juby.
Brother. Thank you, brother. All right, guys, that was Zenray with Zenray Sports TV. Check out his little videos that he's doing on all the draft prospects coming up. Again, we appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for a lot of rumors. We're going to bring you guys a lot of content in the next couple of weeks, a lot of rumors. Appreciate you guys. I'm Juby the Tubi, reminding you guys you don't have to be blood to be family. And as always, family above everything. Stay safe, guys. Have a good night.